Alrighty, sorry about all the technical delays. As far as we are aware, we've finally managed to fix the issue. The previous game was a 6-0 win for Falcon Gaming. It's the first one that we've had so far. And then picks up kills.
Falcon busy rotating now.
Sol gets the kill there, looks for the second, Tank takes him out.
That's the thing about control. Control is all about map control. Okay, so you got to play your lives. And currently Falcon Gaming's got 27 lives left and Project Alpha 23. So Falcon at the moment having that upper hand. But can they convert that advantage?
Sol respawning back in here. Seems to be some action going on. Player 7 there on Sol picking up a good headshot there. Zen, sorry.
Falcon Gaming coming from the side. Project Alpha trying to make something of A.
Ooh, Roach getting taken out there by Aqua. Aqua picking up 2 kills there for his team. Zen being a bit sneaky, he's caught. Unfortunate for the man. Roach just getting pummeled there.
And we got Deadshot just trying to get that last point. B.
Deadshot sees bad there.
And we have Roach already by A. That's a great move from Project Alpha. Could that
seal the game? Caught in this water.
That has sealed the game for Project Alpha. Great round for them.
Here we see Aqua, the best player of this round. Let's see what he has for us. Oh, big clear up off point. Very nice from the man. Okay, and here we go again. Project Alpha vs Falcon Gaming. It is 1-0 to the Falcons. It
was a great round by Project. Can Falcon Gaming hard pressing B? Has Project Alpha picked that up? And they're busy rotating at the moment. Good picks by both Falcon and Project at the moment. A lot of trades going, lives similar, 27 to 26.
Deadshot waiting for Sol. Sol gets big bullets today. Love finds himself in a bit of trouble, picked off by Badger. So we move on to see.
But Falcon's still going for that B push. They've only got 1 notch by A, but can they get it by B? Having 1 or 2 by both sides is important in this game. That control, all about that possession, taking those gunfights that are necessary, not losing your lives. And Falcon doing well, getting that 2nd notch. But can Project Alpha stop them in their tracks? Zen thinking of that rotation.
Aqua doing very well with a KD of 13 for 2.
And now that now that B was captured, Falcon's gonna aim for A. Lives once again very similar, 17 to 16. A lot of trades coming. It's all about that lucky break by now. Can Roach pinch from the side? Yeah, can he pick off 1 or 2? Stop that.
Oh, Roach. Oh, very lucky with that kill in my opinion, eh? Big Tank doing some maneuvers here, managed to get behind the enemies. Oh, love getting for a drop shot, but Aqua managed to take him out. No problem.
We're getting Big Tank. Once again, trades, as you can see, trades. Deadshot getting Badger, Aqua getting Roach. Tight game on our hands, it's going to come down to the wire now. Aqua. 2 notches to get to Falcon. Great picks by Sol. And we got Badger, Zen and Aqua all pushing on the hill.
Just death after death.
And we have Roach once again going for that pinch. Unfortunately getting picked off. It looks like Falcon might take this. Once again, tight game, but they picked off the right people at the right time and they converted that advantage. And that's a great round by Falcon. Good comeback. Do they have what it takes to come back?
Zen with 1. Zen with 2, perhaps?
Great picks by Zen.
Oh,
Once
yeah,
again, Falcons just
exciting.
getting those picks when necessary.
Every
Taking
life
that
counts.
advantage.
Every life counts, and when a player goes on a streak like that.
And what a map. Vanity, what do you have to say about the Raid map? I know Raid has been in Call of Duty for a very long time. It's a map that all say is good for S&D, control, hardpoint, you can name it. But why is that so?
Dude, I'm so glad they brought back this map. This is back from Black Ops 2. Raid has been around, and I know it's been a huge uprise when they came back. They say just the pure setup of the map makes it even for both sides. They said it's a good quality map. They say the layout is good. They say positioning and the egg glitches just gives so many options for different teams to break it.
As you can see, like you said now, it just makes it even for both teams. And at the moment we have this back and forth battle between both, which is just so interesting and exciting for the spectator. And I think that's why both the players love it and the spectators, and it will be important for a very long time. And as we know from the current CDL season, that's still going on, and they love it. Good picks off.
Picking up 2 kills there, 2 headshots. Badger running into a bit of trouble there.
And Project Alpha just slacking slightly. Once again, Roach just going negative, Deadshot going negative, Love going negative, Big Tank going even at the moment, but Falcon,
Zen.
I mean, we've got Badger, we've got Zen, and we've got Aqua all going positive. And as you can see, once again, like I've said multiple times now, it's all about map controls, all about those gunfights. And right now, Falcon is just annihilating Project Alpha. Can Project Alpha make a break? Can they do something here to...
Sol re-picking that wasn't his best idea there.
And we got Deadshot coming from the side here.
Deadshot getting shot from behind. There is a trade there. Believe it was Roach who picked up on Zen.
And this is a great pick from Project. If there's a time to come back, it's now. And as you can see, both Deadshot, Big Tank, rotating early, trying to put pressure on a...
And the Ops are going to have to play their lives now. 7 to 21 respawns.
Unfortunately, you know, in Control you get to a point now where you just don't have the lives. You can't throw away the lives. You can't press the way you want to press because you need to be more conservative. And Falcon just have that luxury now of taking those gunfights that they want to take. Good pick from Roach. Once again, they have to just play their lives. 3 lives now. It looks unlikely, but once again, Zen's just
unfortunately
finishing
reload there.
and Love's the last person. 5v1.
1 to 18 lives. Really managed to pull off something special. He will not.
Good try, good win
Very
by Falcon.
unfortunate, but a great win from Falcon Gaming. Did everything they needed to.
Wasn't as tight as the previous game, but we could see that Falcon was playing that way better this time around, getting those important picks. Look at Badger just holding back, getting that AR roll, picking off from the distance. And it's just a great play from Falcon.
Here we move into the 4th round.
The 4th round where Falcon Gaming can take this.
Trophy systems, grenades flying everywhere, bullets.
Just a reminder,
taken down.
if Falcon wins this game, they can take the series and move on to the semi-finals, which will happen tomorrow. We have Roach just protecting A.
He gets spotted by Soldo and doesn't hesitate. Then coming through into a bit of trouble, Deadshot does take
And
him down.
we have a timeout from Badger. Will Falcon Gaming be able to finish this map off?
Let's see what the players. Seems that they are continuing to play.
Will the teams decide to give into this? Doesn't look like it. Falcon believe that they can push for this. Sol getting an important pick.
Soul now just holding this point. Contested now. Big Tank runs in, does get the kill on Soul, cleaning up for his team. Aqua does then get the trade on him.
And we've just heard now back from the Atlantic Esports official, they will restart this map and Falcon Gaming will retain their 2-1 lead and therefore restart this map, and if they win one map we will take it as a 3-1 win to Falcon, or Project Alpha will come back. We at Atlantic Esports enjoy fans, and we are going to restart this game in a few minutes time. And ladies and gentlemen, this is back now from the Atlantic Esports official. Falcon has decided to continue playing the game, given their current 13-9 lives, and they do believe that they can win, and therefore it is the captain's choice to continue. And by the looks of it, Falcon is still pressing, given that they're man down. But will they be able to cap that last notch there by A? Soul, Zen, Aqua, brilliant players, all going positive at the moment, except for Soul. But Project Alpha trying to defend this point. Falcon Gaming can take the slow.
This angle.
Currently 9 lives to 6. They have to play their lives now. I mean, if you're man down, that's what you do at this point in time. You don't worry about that last notch. They've got 4 lives left. You just kill them and you're done with this game. Take the series and you live to fight another day.
Aqua caught, so there's fans down there. By Deadshot then receives some fire from his left.
And there's 2 lives left for Project Alpha.
Zen doing well though, managed to
Roach
get them down
is
to 7.
the last one left, and currently Zen is capping A. This is a great win from Alpha to clutch the control 3-1, and that will lead them to a 3-0 victory, series victory against Project Alpha, and they will move on to their semi-finals, which will happen tomorrow.
Wait, why didn't
I'm
it?
just waiting. I'm just waiting for.
Rubs? Rubs, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we will 100%. How's it, Apollo?
Oh, okay. cool. Who's hosting? Is this a test or is this the actual game? You got
And welcome back to the Atlantic Esports quarterfinal 4 with Dragons Gaming versus Luna. We have a good Dragons team up against Luna squad, an experienced Dragons team with Panther, Vanity, playing many games and being in many teams together. This is map 1, checkmate hardpoint, and we will see how it goes. Good start by Vanity, gets picked off with the trade. And we got Toasty, only getting started now. No team getting any significant time on the hill right now. And it seems like we have a bit of an issue.
Hello. Hello. Hey. Fuck, that is loud. Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, that was quite funny. Our official thought we started, so he was asking us why we're team killing.
Hello. Can you hear me? Hello.
Oh, we lost
Hello.
one, eh? We lost Eddie.
Hello.
Hello, Eddie. Eddie.
Can you hear me? What the fuck?
Oh, sorry. Who's hosting?
Dude. Hey, can you hear me? No, don't stop.
Hey, one of the guys
I can't hear you.
No, it's not already, dude.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Dude, I can hear it. Oh, fuck. Hey, can anyone hear me?
No, but we did that, but like obviously it's bad. Yes. Yeah.
Hello. Hello. Yes. Yeah, come, let's get it. Come. Well, how?
And welcome back to the stream. This is Atlantic Esports quarterfinal 4, Dragons versus Luna. We just had some ping tests and some connection issues, but it was all sorted out and the series can get underway. Dragons experienced squad, Panther Vanity. They've been part of many teams together, and the experience has often surpassed most players in the league, and therefore the experience is obviously quite high. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do. We have a random connection here with SBK. Hopefully leave soon and it doesn't disrupt the game. But for now it will continue. We have Ribs just holding the point, making sure no one gets on it, just contesting so that no one gets the time. Hunter picking him off. And we have Vanity picking off Joker. Hunter picking off Eddie. Good picks from Dragons. They've taken the... Oh, can they rotate soon enough? Now we got the Joker getting that rotation, getting that early time. But Hunter pushing through. If he can get 1 or 2, the spawns might flip. So we got Hunter picking off the side. I'm sure it's flipped now. And there you go. Ribs has now spawned out. However, Luna just got the spawns back. Dragon still pushing, and we have a disconnect on Dragon's side of things. We'll see how this plays out. Unfortunately, under the rules and regulations posted by Atlantic Esports, this game will be replayed unless the disconnected player can join back within a set amount of time. And the captains, if they agree to continue, it will continue. So Toasty, there you go, has reconnected, and therefore this game will continue. We're playing online nowadays given the COVID situation. Unfortunately, there's many disconnects, and it hinders quite a lot within the league. We have Vanity going 1 for 5, not really the greatest, most experienced player on the squad. Knowing him, he should be playing better. We got Panther going 2 for 5. We got Hunter going 8 for 4, which is clearly the Dragon star player at this given time. Toasty's yet to get a kill and to load in. Once again, just a connection issue. But if Dragons can come back, it'll be a great comeback. Dragons spawning out, and we just have Luna just covering the wheel, getting most of the time. So Dragons on the back foot here. Can they do something to get this time back? Can they do something? Great pick from Panther. Picking off 1, just playing the time, entering the hill. Hunter getting the time. Quite a tight game for a team that's been a man down for most of the game. If both captains agree to end it here, it will be allowed. However, it looks like it will continue. We are just waiting for Toasty to load back in. Joker just holding that time, getting valuable time. Got already 1 minute and 13 seconds on the hill. Once again, Toasty just disconnected. If we do see players start to leave now, I would not be surprised. But Hunter still going for the hill, believing they can win this, even with the man down. We got Luna just storming the hill. Once again, just that advantage that you have when you have one extra player. Dragons really backing themselves to continue with this game and do something. We have Hunter spawning out, going for the pinch from both sides. We've got Vanity and Hunter. They can do something here. Great picks from Hunter. If they can salvage these last 20 seconds, I'm sure they will be happy. Once again, because they're man down, having one guy that cannot rotate early, it's just such a tough position to be in. We have Ribs just getting this top mid control. Once again, checkmate, one of those maps where if you do get the control, given the shape, there's a lot of headies to be on, but given the shape, if you have map control, you can always control most of the game. As you can see, Panther trying to rotate here, getting that map control so he can get his angles. Unfortunately, just getting picked off by 2 people, knowing that he's down. Great picks from Vanity, stepping up, 11 for 13. We have Vanity trying his best, trying to lead the team, being the most experienced player. Great picks from him. Can Luna secure this game and not let 3 people pick them off one by one? They have a great setup here around this P5 hill. Can they do something about it? We have Panther trying to get a pick or 2. Can he get that pick? Knowing the SMGs in this game, the range is not that great. And we've got Ribs trying to go for that early rotation. We've got Snappy trying to push through the hill for that P2. And Luna's still got those P2 spawns, so this is a great position for Luna, and it looks favourable for them. Toasty has left the party once again, and if Dragons don't do something now, they will find themselves with a first game loss, and that's not a great position to be in, but it's always easier to come back than to maintain that lead. And there you have Dragons leaving the game. They have been a man down since early stages of the game, and therefore they had the right to leave. This will be disputed, and we will get back to you shortly. Stay tuned.
Yes.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to once again a rematch of Dragons versus Lunar Odyssey at Checkmate. We unfortunately had some connection issues, and I see we have them still. I will clarify once we get a reason for this, but prior to this, Toasty, a player from Dragons, did not load in properly, and given the 30-second rule that we have, he never ended up joining the game, and therefore Dragons did have the right to pull their players from the game and restart the map. So it is currently being disputed, and we will continue to talk about this as the series goes on. But for now, we are just trying to get clarification from the captains, and we will get an answer to you shortly. Appreciate staying tuned.
No. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, good. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what the fuck is happening to my game. I even restarted the OG one. I know it's not the host. We can try again, but I don't want to waste your time, so... because it is my fault, and I admit it, so... And then they'll have to get a sub. I don't know what's going to happen then. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, it's no problem. Where's the fourth?
I'm here.
It's not the host's fault. Yeah. Let's just try once more on this. It doesn't help me, yeah. Yeah. You'll have...
Are we ready, boys? What the fuck is that static?
That's the PC player.
Everything is done already. It got saved from the previous time. It is, Adam.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Once again, just fixing connection issues. Unfortunately, Toasty from Dragons Gaming is struggling to log into the game, and that's what's being disputed at the moment. Toasty once again is struggling to load in, so we will continue to try and fix this issue. We understand that we're about a half an hour late, but once we get an answer, we will get back to you as soon as possible. If this does continue, the Dragons does forfeit the right to lose that game, or attempt to win it, and therefore Lunar Odyssey will take that game. But until then, I will go and find out the information and get back to you shortly. Stay tuned.
Oh, wait, what do you want to run? ERG. What's Toasty play?
Go.
Then you just need to put yourself in Apollo on Godcaster. Why's my laptop keep on dying, man? Well, thanks for the thing, I'm clocking.
Let me know when you guys are ready.
No, just wait for the Godcaster. Need to set up the things.
So Apollo's Godcaster.
Yeah.
Okay, all good.
I'm gonna just mute him. That's static.
Yeah, we're starting.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Atlantic Esports Test Run 2. We are currently fixing connection issues, given the condition that that we face ourselves with COVID. We have replaced Toasty with Grims in the Dragon side. He's an approved sub for the team, and therefore we have approved his replacements. So we have Dragons gaming up against Odyssey, Lunar Odyssey, and it's a tight game. Dragons with the experience, Lunar Odyssey with that young, fiery team that we expect from people like Snappy, Ribs, the Joker. Good players, good attacking players. So can Dragons with the experience with Vanity and Panther, who's been in the team for some time now, can they muster the team together and bring them a victory? So it's going to be a close game. Panther getting a bit of a nade next to him. We have Vanity pushing for those P2 spawns, unfortunately losing his life to Eddie. Once again we have Ribs, Joker just setting up, making sure they got P2 spawns, but this is a great deal for Dragons. Getting slightly ahead, not enough. They have to make something happen. And we have Panther spawned at the back, trying to do that spawn trap, getting a great 2-piece. He's on the 2-streak there, and almost getting the 3-streak, and that's a great push from Dragons. We have Vanity at the moment, just making sure that they don't try and flip the spawns once again, because as you can see, Snappy, Eddie, all of them are pushing around the back to try and flip those spawns, and yes, they have flipped those spawns, and that's a great flip from Lunar Odyssey. Great teamwork, great efforts, and it's going to be exciting to see how they move forward in this hard point. This is map 1 of a series of best of 5, just as in the CDL, and it is going to be exciting. So we have Vanity holding back here, just making sure that the next heal isn't going to be dominated like that P2. Snappy just getting that rotation once again, unfortunately just missing his shots. But this is a great setup now from Dragons. Once again, underneath the plane is always tricky because you have all these angles that you have to protect, and not many teams can do it successfully. So we have Panther just dominating this top half of the plane. Once again, just map control in Cold War is just so important. Gunfights, playing your life. It's a much slower game compared to Modern Warfare, and therefore you have to have more patience. You have to have that courage or that patience to know when to take the first shot and when to take the risks. So we just have the Joker, we have Snappy, we have Eddie, all trying to break this hill, and they successfully have done. Tight game, 63-54. Can Dragons get a couple of seconds off this hill, or are they going to focus on the next? As you can see, we have Vanity, we have Hunter busy rotating for those spawns. Hunter losing his life, that's a very important play from Lunar Odyssey. We have Snappy just holding that angle on a 5 for 8. But as you can see, just playing that pivotal role, unfortunately losing his life to that. What a great pinch from Eddie. Is he going to get it with pistol? No, he's not. So we got Hunter getting that time in the hill. We have Vanity just holding that angle down the alleyway on the side. And we have Snappy just once again getting that mid control. He knows the guy's there, but do you want to take that risk? No. Unfortunately, gets picked off from the side. But great play from Lunar Odyssey, great pressure from Dragons, and this is going to be a tight game nonetheless. We have Panther busy thinking of that next heal, getting that rotation nice and early, figuring out those mistakes that they made in the beginning of the game. Great push from Lunar Odyssey, but is it enough? Do you want to put all your forces there for the last 15 seconds? Some might say no, others might say yes, but it's up in the air at the moment with Panther and Grims just holding that back, getting those spawns, and we might have flipped. Dragons has flipped. That's a great push from Lunar Odyssey, great play. Once again, just seeing that teamwork that they've been having, and just all out defense. We have Eddie just trying to fight there. We have Grims trying to get the top, but once again, Lunar Odyssey seems to be winning the most important gunfights. Great pick from Panther, and here we go for a hard push by Dragons. Are they going to get the time? Are they going to get that patience and time their push perfectly? Lunar Odyssey just coming out on top. Once again, a great comeback from Lunar Odyssey. Great teamwork. And once again, Eddie just leading the way. Ribs fighting his way through it. Great play as part of the team. And as you can see, that this team definitely works together. Can Dragons do the same? Are they going to get flustered, angry with each other? Or are they going to work together to overcome this struggle that they found themselves in? We have a great positioning from Grims now. Top lane, we have one stairs by Hunter getting those picks. Is he going to get the trade? No, that's good. Unfortunately, he falls. We have Ribs once again, just Lunar Odyssey just pushing with 3 guys that just seems to always end up hurting Dragons, where they cannot afford that. Once again, Joker getting Grims. Good 2-3 piece from Dragons. Can they be able to do? Can they do something with it? By the looks of it, they can. Ribs trying his best to rotate for P2. We have Vanity rotating around the back of the map, just making sure that this P2 is solid, because that's where the most time came for Lunar Odyssey in the previous rotation. So that's what they'll be focusing on now. Panther just picking up the 1 or 2, playing that AR role. He is an SMG, but as you can see, AR in this game, as we all know, is the preferred weapon, especially with this XM4. Get the right attachments and you've got a great gun. Great pick from Panther. Very important pick from Panther. Going 20 for 9, so very much leading the team. Once again, Panther and Vanity, a great combination. Great, some may say it's Simp and a BZ all over again, but just the AR version. And definitely fighting with Ribs, going a great turn, getting 2-piece, and once again Luna just walking in the front door, and Dragons have nothing to say for it. And once again, Dragons are in this position where they have to decide, do we want to push for these last 20 seconds, or do we rather want to just set up for the next heal and try and get more? Unfortunately, once again, we have a bit of connection interruption. Hopefully it can play out, and it does. Joker getting one, but not getting the second. We have Eddie just setting up for the next heal. Is Panther going to pose a threat? No, he's not. He's not going to challenge. We have Grims coming around the side. Is he going to make a difference? Getting that time. Once again, you don't really want to be giving time to Lunar Odyssey now. You want to be getting the time. You don't want to be contesting. You want to be getting the time yourself. Grims playing that OBJ role with a 2 minute 3 seconds, which is decent. But as you can see, Lunar Odyssey all around, all of the board, you just see 1 minute, 30 seconds, all of them getting just a good decent amount of time for all of them. So Lunar Odyssey being the better team here, from my experience, from my spectating. Dragons, they easily become frustrated. As you can see, they lead in kills, but they struggle with the execution when necessary. So can they put something together here to come back? Great deal from Lunar Odyssey, but a great tight game, an important game for both teams. First map of the series, and we all know that the first map of the series sets the mood and the team morale, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens going forward. Eddie with 22 and 16, he's on 4th Street, unfortunately gets picked by Hunter. We have Hunter trying to make something of himself. Unfortunately, we have Ribs and the Joker just cleaning up on the side alley. At this point in time, you just see that Lunar Odyssey reached 200 points. Dragons has to do something. Vanity just playing that AR role, taking those long angles, but isn't the time to do so. Definitely commit, and that's a great pick from Vanity. A man that's been offered a lot of contracts, been in a lot of talks with a lot of teams, but he chose a team that where his heart lies, and and once again that combination between Panther and Vanity, that's obviously something that he considered, because nothing feels better than playing with a friend that can think what you think, and I'm sure Panther and Vanity get on like that. So it's going to be interesting to see their duo as time goes on in this tournament. So we have the Joker breaking the heel. Once again, they just have to get, what's that, 23, 43, 43 seconds. Really trying to go for that long shot. With an SMG in this game, not the strongest suit. You'd rather select maybe a Krig or an XM4. But Vanity trying to make something of himself once again. They're going to play that OBJ role. So to me, it looks like Vanity is really playing that flex role, that important role in the team where you got to be able to play with a certain gun, both as an SMG and as an AR, through everything. We have Hunter trying to get that important time. Once again, Lunar Odyssey just coming out on top. And these seconds, you know, these dying seconds, he's lost 50 seconds. It's if a team ticks off 1-2 seconds every time, it hurts the other team, knowing that every second they get, they are closer to that 250 mark. And right now, they only have 24 seconds left to go. And so, Dragons definitely has to try something. Vanity just holding that, even if he contests, it's getting that important time off Lunar Odyssey's hands. But once again, as you can see, Lunar Odyssey getting that rotation. That's all they should focus on right now. They challenge that P1, but they have the P2, and that's the important stage right now. Eddie playing a great role in the team with a 1 minute and 41 seconds and a 28 kill death ratio. So great opportunity here for Lunar Odyssey to make an impact. Once again, Eddie just picking off those important gunfights. So that's the difference that I've noticed between Dragons and Lunar Odyssey in this game specifically. Dragons not picking off those important gunfights. Lunar Odyssey just getting the best ones, the necessary ones to break the heel, to enter the heel, to contest the heel. So great stuff from Lunar Odyssey. Can they continue? Can they end this game now and not allow Dragons to come back? That's the question. But by the looks of it, it looks like it's great kill by Dragons, as you can see, 32, 34, 23, 23. That's some great kills, but Lunar Odyssey just playing the game a lot more efficiently in terms of hard points and effective when it comes down to gunfights. So Dragons getting some time back there. They are spawning the good side. It is a tight game, but there's 4 seconds left for Lunar Odyssey. I'm sure they will just want to break it together, get those important picks. But it looks like Dragons is coming back. This might be a tight game after all. Is it going to come down to the wire? There you go, 240 to 246. Is it going to happen? Dragons on the heel, and we've got 2 players of Dragons on the heel. 4 seconds left, they're even, and Dragons takes the lead in the dying seconds. 2 seconds left to go, 1 second left. Dragons has taken the game. That is a surprise to all of us. A great comeback from Dragons, and I'm sure that they are screaming upstairs at the moment, saying thank you and see you next time. So great game from Luna, great game from Dragons. It was Luna's to lose. Unfortunately, it came down to that. But Dragons, with that experience, with that BMT, they just took the game in the dying seconds, and that was a great final yell. Luna definitely does not feel good about that, and it will be definitely a good game coming next, and definitely a good series following after this. And I'm sure it will come down to the wire. Stay tuned. And after that thrilling game, we have Dragons back. S&D Garrison versus Luna Odyssey. Luna definitely feeling the mood after that one. That's not a good morale boost in any way. I'm sure Dragons is feeling overjoyed at the moment, happy about it, confident in one another to come back from a score like that. It just shows their potential, and they're going to take that potential forward. So can they do something with S&D? Once again, like I said, Dragons being the more experienced side, will they have the BMT, that big match temperament under this pressure that S&D always delivers? And as you can see, Dragons just taking it easier. We have Hunter just with the bomb, making sure all his corners are checked. We have Panther and we have Grims just watching the angles, spotting people. I'm sure they're communicating to one another. Will Vanity be able to pick off someone with his AR? It does not look like it, but time is running short. We have a bit of a low back defense from Luna Odyssey. What just happened? What just happened? That's a great play, if that was a play at all, from the barrel right next to the bomb site, which is used often by pros to end quite a lot. And Dragons have found themselves in a 3v1 against Vanity, and there you go, Luna Odyssey wins. That was a great opportunity for Luna to pick off 2 people on the bomb site by the fire barrel. And Eddie just providing the goods with a 2-piece. That's a great. When it's a 4v4, if you can get a 2-piece, that's half the team gone. So that's a great play by Eddie. And if he can deliver like that every game from now, I'm sure his team will take this game easily. But knowing Dragons, as we saw from the previous HP, they're not going to let down, and they're not going to give up until the very end. We have Vanity here playing that AR role, but at the same time not backing away from a close quarter fight. It's just in S&D, it's all about that patience, all about that composure to take those important fights and knowing when to attack. As you can see, Luna just holding back once again. A very defensive format or structure that they play, and it's going to be interesting to see how they face up to Dragons. Vanity just backing away from fight. A lot of headies, a lot of angles to hold within Garrison. A complex map, but I'm sure both teams have practiced quite enough to be able to face this. Grim's just holding the back out. Thinking of going B for the Joker. Will be a great opportunity for them. Panther getting snappy. No pun intended. Ribs just holding that angle. Knowing that someone must come from mid back. From spawns. Panther just taking his time. Once again, if anyone knows Panther, you'd know that he plays a very slow, patient S&D, and he picks his fights. He doesn't allow anything to get the better of him in terms of pressure, and I'm sure through this, as you can see, he's taking his time. Unfortunately losing that fight, but with that patience it's just come as such an advantage in many of his fights. Great pick. Across the map. Dragons on the back foot, 0-2 to Luna Odyssey. So off the board, you can see Eddie carrying the team with a 4-1. We've got the Joker going 2-0, and then we have Snappy and Ribs all going positive. So that team, Luna Odyssey, is confident in their ability. And as you can see, Dragons on the back foot. Panther carrying them at the moment, playing that patient game. And as you can see, there's a hard push from Dragons. Will they be able to push through? But it's just the round that Luna Odyssey has 3 players waiting for them as they exit. But great gunfights. Hunter picking off the Joker, being able to plant. Will he be able to plant before Snappy sees him? And that's a great round from Dragons. A round that was needed. You know, starting off SMG going 0-3, that's not the greatest, but Hunter, great gun skills, pulling out that SMG and just stepping up to that role that he's been assigned to. Great round from Dragons. We have Luna pushing up the side once again, trying to go for that that B bomb site. Joker just playing his life, letting his teammates trying to. Snappy getting picked off by Panther. Panther really stepping up in S&D. It's his strongest game mode. Knowing his patience, knowing his gun skills, this is his game mode, and he's just trying to prove a point now that this is his playing field and no one is allowed in it. Hunter just playing that patient game, watching over B bomb sites. We have Vanity watching over B bomb site 2, and then we have Panther watching over A bomb site. So this is a great setup from Dragons already, but knowing we have Eddie, we have Ribs, and we have the Joker all going positive, all confident in their ability, just deciding what should we do. Should we work as a team? Should we push for a site? Or should we just take our time? And we have an important position in here with Hunter. Great pick off by Ribs against Vanity. And now Dragons a bit on the back foot. Still 2v2. But knowing Luna Odyssey, this is confidence. It's a confident booster. Trying to pick off 2v1 against the Joker. Will they be able to do something? Oh my word, 1v1, Hunter versus the Joker. Hunter trying to rotate around, getting that angle on the bomb. He needs to do something. He knows he's got the bomb to defuse. Oh, and he picks off. He picks off the Joker in time to defuse the bomb. That's a great play from Hunter. A much needed point from Dragons. The start of a comeback, the start of the winning streak. Great game from Hunter. A much needed win. And Ribs and Vanity, both AR players, just trying to beam each other from a distance. Will Eddie be able to get the confidence back in his team? Started off great, but we know it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Grimm's holding angle. We have Hunter watching over green. We have Vanity watching over mid-map and lights. And we have Panther holding all the way back watching top green. This is a great setup from Dragons. Hoping that one Luna player may step across and end up getting picked off. We know that from 4v4, once a man goes down, it's a 3v4, and therefore it gets quite tough. Unlike Modern Warfare, you can force one player. Cold War, since it's 4v4, it's just the dynamic of the game changes. It shifts massively into the hands of the team with the most players, and therefore both teams just playing their lives as much as possible. Grimm's taking this opportunity to plant. We have Panther watching over mid, knowing that Eddie's there. Eddie's just planning his opportunity, seeing Grimm's just getting a view of his toes. We've got Eddie just rotating here. Great pick from Eddie. Eddie really taking this experience, getting 2. That is great play from Eddie. Panther taking his patience, knowing what to do, knowing that they've got the advantage. They've planted the bomb. Great pick from Panther, and this should come into the hands of Dragons. Will Vanity and Panther be able to close this out? Ooh, Ribs picks off Vanity. Panther understanding that he's either coming for me or he's planting. But Panther getting the angle on the bomb, knowing that there's not enough time. And that is a great play from Vanity and Panther communicating. But at the end of the day, Dragons takes that W. And a great comeback from Dragons. From an 0-2 to a 3-2. So that's a great play from Dragons. Knowing Panther and Vanity, the experience will definitely carry this team forward. And then the exciting factors of Hunter and Grims. It's a great team. Expected to go right to the end, but we know in Call of Duty anything can happen, and we'll just have to wait and see. Semi-finals will be played tomorrow as well as the finals, so stay tuned for that, and stay posted. It's been a great day of Call of Duty. The losers bracket finals coming up after this, to sort out the placings for positions 8 all the way through to 5. We have Eddie watching over bridge. Tough map. A map where if you peek a corner, there's 4 other angles that can see you. And we have Dragons just holding back. Trusting Vanity to watch over B. A very deep setup, but once again Hunter just having that perfect angle with that SMG. He really backs himself with that SMG, and I'm sure his team backs him too. And he just got a golden pick. Joker taking out Hunter. Vanity trying to take off. No. Eddie taking out Vanity. Now we have a 3v2. Dragons on the back foot. We have Ribs, Eddie, Joker setting up, knowing, oh, great pick from Ribs, trying to pick off Grims, knowing that he's there. That's good enough. He's just planted the bomb. He knows that he's there, and he knows that there's nothing that Grims can do. And that's a great round from Lunar Odyssey, tying the game 3-3. Lunar Odyssey taking that win. Unfortunately, there was a bit of a mic issue, but seeing that Panther managed to get a great pick here, unfortunately not leading the team to a victory. Lunar Odyssey taking this map and increasing their opportunity to a 4-3. Got 2 more maps to go if they want to take this game. 2 more rounds to go. Excuse me. What will Dragons do to make an impact now? They have to come back, they have to make this, because no one wants to go 5-3 down on an S&D. We have Ribs holding vents. We have Snappy holding tank side. We have Eddie just once again on his favorite position. A great setup by Lunar Odyssey. They push up high, identify where are these guys standing, can we see anyone, can we maybe pinpoint their location, and then from there we can make a game plan going forward. Making a quick pick, identifying Grimm's right there. Grimm's not moving, knowing that he's there. Grimm's unfortunately not seen and not adjusting himself. But the trade is there. Hunter getting ribs. Eddie identifying this opportunity. Joker questioning whether he should be running for that site or not. Hunter right in front of him. Known planting. We have Vanity holding lights. What can he do to make an impact? Going 2 for 7, not his greatest game, but a game nonetheless. What can he do to help this team make an impact? Great pick from Eddie on Hunter. That's great positioning right there in the vents, knowing that you just listen out. Good pick from Vanity, and that is a great win from the Dragons. So Vanity really stepping up there in that situation, getting a good 2 streak, and it's back to 4-all. So once again it comes down to the wire with Luna Gaming or Luna Odyssey versus Dragons, and I'm sure it will go right to the end. I'm sure Dragons and Luna both want to win this game, but what can they change? You're already deep into the round. You know that the other team probably knows your tactics, what you'll do, and the positions that you most likely will. But what do? You ram head first like Dragons are at the moment to dedicate yourselves to one side of the map, and now you wait. Grimm's picking off, working as a team. Panther using that AR, and we got a bit of a pinch from Snappy. And Vanity getting an important pick, leveling the playing field, 2v2, knowing that there might be someone behind him. And we have this duo, Panther versus Vanity. Panther and Vanity versus Eddie. Snappy, great trade from Vanity, and now it's a 1v1. And Eddie takes Vanity. Good pick from Eddie. Once again, Luna Odyssey taking this round. It's a 5-4. 1 more round to go and Luna Odyssey will have this game. But it's also a position that might put some unnecessary pressure and might bring out the worst. And a round where Luna Odyssey can take this game. What can Eddie do? Once again, being that vital role. 12-5 with the ribs, 10-5. That is unbelievable. And in a game like this where it's only 4v4, that is phenomenal. Ribs trying to get a pick there, knowing that Vanity is weak. Is he going to push? Decides not to. With Hunter watching over the tank side. I'm sure giving the call outs. Nearly getting the pick. Hunter getting the trade, pulling trade. Panther getting snappy. Good kills from Dragons. 3v1. Great round. A round that they had to win. I'm sure Ribs doesn't know what to do at the moment. Just trying to get kills. But a great round from Dragons nonetheless. And we are going through a round 11. Exciting times. Couldn't expect or wouldn't expect anything less from a matchup like Luna Odyssey versus Dragons Gaming. and I'm sure when it comes down to it, it will be the experience versus the excitement. So Eddie and his team better get that confidence together, make the best strategy that they can based on the 5 or 10 rounds that they've played now, and go up against them. Easier to defend, so Dragons are on the back foot, but Dragons knowing them and how they dedicate themselves to one map, it is going to be exciting to see what they can get together. Vanity holding his position once again, Hunter pushing just high, trying to pick off at least one person before they can push for the bomb site. Excuse me. Grim's nearly getting the pick. Still have a 4v3. We don't see Breezy that has joined the game. I'm sure he would leave. Eddie getting a great, or the Joker getting a great pick with the Panther getting that trade with Eddie. Ribs getting the Hunter. Vanity getting Ribs. We have a 2v1 against the Joker. Vanity and Panther once again, this duo that we've been talking about all night. Knowing the Joker, he will need to pull out something, but Vanity going for the pick. Panther and Vanity definitely working together here. Comms, knowing that, you know what, we should get the trade. Don't chow anything that you don't need to, and let's work together. Knowing their experience and patience, the Joker will have something on his hands to deal with. The Joker currently just being patient, identifying where they could possibly be. Interesting. And Vanity coming up behind him. Is he going to notice him? And Vanity gets picked. There's no trade. There's no trade with Chris. And he will not be able to shoot him. And he's defusing. Will he get it? Will he be able to get it? Woo! Panther getting that pick in the last second once again, just like the hard point. Picking it off right at the end, and he had that confidence to go with the pistol through that gap just in time. That is a great game from Dragons, a great W. I'm sure they will sleep well tonight with that happy mood from the HP and the S&D. It's an absolute great scene to see Panther and Vanity working together, and even when they come into that situation, I'm sure that they'll pull through. So great game from Panther, nearly for Lunar Odyssey. In my opinion, 2 games, both HP and S&D, that Lunar Odyssey has unfortunately thrown away. But it's a situation that you find yourself in with Call of Duty Cold War. And I'm sure the next round will be as exciting as that. Stay tuned. And welcome back to game number 3, best of 5, Dragons Gaming versus Luna Odyssey. We just finished a tight hard point that went down to a difference of 4 seconds, and then we finished a game 11 S&D where Panther pulled a pistol from about 10 meters away on bomb site B, and Luna Odyssey just not having the best of times right now, losing the dying seconds. But Dragons Gaming pulling off great wins. Known Panther and Vanity, they're going to be communicating with their team. Eddie's going to be communicating with his team, and they will have to pull off something now. If there's a time to come back, this is Luna's opportunity, and it's going to be exciting to see what they have to pull off in this control from Garrison. Once again, Garrison, just a tough map, a lot of headies, a lot of opportunities to get angles. So all players have to be aware at all times. Panther picking off one. We have Panther picking off Clarky. Clarky getting that trade with Grims. Ribs getting 2Ps with Hunter, Panther and Vanity. Snappy getting Vanity. Great picks from Luna Odyssey. Once again with control. It's all about game control, map control, getting those picks, getting those 1-2s, and staying alive. So great picks from Luna Odyssey now, and they could get some times, or defend the time at least. And Dragons are left with 13 lives compared to Luna Odyssey's 18. It's going to be an interesting time going forward. Great opportunity here from Dragons, needing to get this time. Great pick from Panther, playing his life. Great 2-piece from Panther. Grim still playing his life in the hill. His job right now is just to get that time and not get off that time. 12 seconds left. Are they going to contest? Yes, they are. Will they be able to get this time? Will they be able to get Eddie off? And are they going to be thinking about A sites? I think right now, given the situation that they are in, they are so focused on getting that 3rd notch by A that they need that extra minute to go over to A. Good contest from Panther, Vanity. The lives still advantage to Luna Odyssey with 14 lives to Dragons 8 lives. And Dragons are just throwing everything they have at B. It seems like they are going to be able to catch this notch. Or is Snappy going to contest? Snappy is going to contest, and he's going to play his life until there's an opportunity. And Dragons have gotten B. It's all up to Luna Odyssey now to defend A. Hunter, Panther pushing. Are they going to be able to break? Are they going to be able to get this time by A and do something? Bit of a contest, 2 lives lost. Unfortunately, when it comes down to control, you have to play your lives, and Dragons is currently down to 3 lives with Luna Odyssey with 10. Will they be able to do something? Hunter getting a good pick, but will it be enough? Unfortunately, losing his life in the process. 1 life remains, and that's Vanity versus 8 lives, which is a tough ask. Luna Odyssey taking game or round number 1. Great pick from Eddie. Getting this 2-piece. 3-piece. Like we said, being the experienced player is leading that team. Vanity playing that AR, unfortunately getting picked off. Great round by Luna Odyssey. They need to come back. They need a good round to boost their mood, their morale, and I'm sure this has done that. Can they do it again? Unfortunately, no in defense on this map. It's tough. Tough to attack, easy to defend. And so Luna Odyssey will have to do something spectacular now to convince the Call of Duty gods that they are the deserved winners. And as we can see, we've got Hunter getting Snappy, but Eddie getting that trade. Ribs playing his attack, waiting for the perfect moment. Great picks from Ribs. On a 1 streak, getting pinched from the side. And this is the opportunity for Luna to just cap the 1st notch and maybe the 2nd. Dragons scrambling now to break this capture. Eddie holding that capture. Grim's playing his life, he's necessary. Picking a fight that was not necessary at the time. Lunar Odyssey definitely going to get that second notch. Can they get the third notch? And as you can see, Dragons committing themselves now to A, to defend A. This is going to be a tough ask. But once again, Lunar Odyssey leading the lives with 25 to 19. So as you can see, Dragons not playing their lives as much as they should. Or Lunar Odyssey just getting those gunfights, those necessary, important gunfights, and just playing their lives. What will Lunar Odyssey do now to break the seal? That is the question. Odyssey breaking that A. Dragons hold their position well. Lives 18 to 10, not the greatest position for Dragons once again. So it just seems to me like Dragons losing a lot of their gunfights, a lot going negative. Hunter 17-19, that's a win for Lunar Odyssey. Going to, all they have to do is win another round and they bring the series back to 2-1. Currently Dragons leading with a 2-0. Will Dragons once again be able to come back in the dying seconds to pull off this win? That is the question. Lunar Odyssey obviously starting off well, not ending well, and that's their downfall that they have had now for the last 2 rounds, 2 games. So will they be able to keep their composure going forward and be willing to just give it their all to secure this game mode instead of giving it away in their dying seconds? What will Dragons do though to come back from a 0-2 defeat? That is yet to be seen. Grim's pushing, trying to capture that first notch. Will he get the pick? Yes, he will. Is this the first notch that they need to get that boost? Hunter's also there helping. Yes, and that is the first notch for Dragons Gaming. Will they be able to get a second? By the looks of it, they might. Grim's holding the position. Does he have to pick that fight though? Is he going to pick that fight? He picked a fight now that he lost, and unfortunately it has not paid dividends. It's actually put his team on the back foot, but Dragons holding on there, Panther getting that position. A lot of trades going on, that's why their lives are the exact same, 26 to 26. Panther going 7 for 12, not his greatest game, but he, as you can see, playing those objectives. On top of that, if you take a look at Lunar Odyssey's objectives, as you can see, every player in the team has played the objective, where if you take a look at Dragons, not so much, leading by Panther, by Hunter. So Lunar Odyssey overall is playing the better game right now. Dragons on the other hand, if they can secure this third notch, rotate over to A and make an impact, I'm sure they will do some damage. But the question that you have to ask yourself is it enough at this stage in the game? 21 lives, once again Lunar Odyssey just leading those lives. Vanity, important pick. Is he going to get a second one? Is he going to take that barrel shot? He could. No. Well, Grims, yes, Grims gets the picks. Important lives that are being taken by Dragons. Is Panther going to get the pick? No, he's not. Grims going for that trade. Yes, he gets the trade. Vanity in that important position. Tough hill to break. Probably knows that there's a guy around the corner here on the right. But once again, just having those lives in control. 13 to 17, you don't want to take risks. You want to take those important plays. So the question is, will he be able to? Yes, important trade. No, he does not get the trade. Lives are being lost that are not necessary. Lunar Odyssey 17 lives to Dragons 9, 8 at the moment. So Dragons in a tough position, looking for a 0-3 loss to Lunar Odyssey. Luna Odyssey has come out in this control and has managed to take away that fear that they had from the 2 first rounds of letting Dragons come back and win. And will they be able to just close it off now? By the looks of it, they will. It's 16v1. Grimm's not being able to do much, and Luna Odyssey takes their first game mode win, taking this to a round 4 or game 4 in the best of 5. Currently it is 2-1 in favor of Dragons, and it will be an exciting HP coming up next. Stay tuned.
Threat condition Delta.
Okay, yeah, I'm here. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Don't know what's going on. It's quite a series indeed.
And welcome back to game number 4, currently 2-1 to Dragons. Lunar Odyssey wiping the floor with Dragons with a 0-3 win in Control Garrison. This is set to be a good game. The first HP that was played was a checkmate. Lunar Odyssey was at 246 and Dragons were losing by 30 points, managed to gain control of the final yield and come back with a whopping 250 to 246 with a split of 4 seconds. So great comeback from Dragons, and I'm sure Lunar Odyssey will not want that in this final game, or this game 4 in a best of 5. Vanity holding that P2. We know that this P2 is a money yield, and therefore Vanity, being the AR that it is, sets up the second story, making sure no one tries to flip the spawns, and I'm sure Lunar Odyssey is trying to flip. As you can see, Clarky has come in for a player in Lunar Odyssey just for some connection issues. We have Eddie with a great pick and flipping the spawns. This is not a position you want to find yourself in when you are in Dragon shoes. Great pick from Grims. Can Vanity do something? No, he gets picked at the same time. Panther, can he do anything? Also gets picked. This is not a great position to find yourself in if you're Dragons. Can Hunter manage to do something? Yes, he gets one. Takes out the trophies for good measure. And gets that time. Great time here. Necessary time. If they can get at least 10 seconds from this heal, with a great rotation with Panther. And I'm sure Vanity is also going to set up. This should be a good money yield for Dragons if they just hold their good positions. They have times now to set up their angles. Will they be able to, is the question. Grimm's holding mid. Is he going to get the pick? No. Being a bit greedy there, going for the bunny hop. Vanity holding a good angle. But at the same time, tested. Dragons needs this. Great setup. Panther just holding back, watching for that flank. We have Hunter and Vanity. Or we have Grims. Grims and Hunter watching that mid play. We have Vanity watching over Eskies. Will they be able to? This is a great money yield for Dragons. Unfortunately, Vanity losing his life behind a heady. That's not what you want from an AR player of his experience. And as you can see, Lunar Odyssey rotating quickly to get these spawns. Eddie trying something, going for the pinch, knowing the Hunter's there, going the great pinch. And this is a great play from Lunar Odyssey, getting spawns by buses and Dragons spawning all the way by P2. Lunar Odyssey going to get great time here, necessary time. And they've just been a different type of team. since game number 3. Can they carry this out? Will they let Dragons back in the game like they have in the in game number 1 and game number 2? I'm sure it's going to be a tight game all the way to the end. Great pick from Grims, getting the time. This is great time for Dragons. Can they put this together? Panther wreaking havoc there in mid. Can Snappy do something there? Eddie trying to go for the pinch once again. Snappy loses his life. And this will be a 10-second rotation. But once again, we are back to P1. Needing those P2 rotations. So we have Clarky pushing all the way through to get spawns, making sure that Vanity, whoever doesn't spawn. But once again, we have Panther doing the great rotation for his team, making sure those P2 spawns are set in stone, getting that great pick, very important pick from Panther. And we have Dragons on the hill as well as P2 spawns. This is a great position to be in if you were Dragons. Vanity just holding his angle, not knowing that Eddie's right below him, sneaking. Is Eddie going to do something? And he manages to pick off Vanity. And once again, Dragons have lost their spawns. But they did get a good solid 20-30 seconds there by P1. Is that going to make up for this lost time? Or was that just necessary to get even? And they needed those P2 spawns. Good picks from Eddie. That important pick. We have Grims trying to pinch from the side. Great pick from Grims. That's one. That's all you need. Vanity. A funnel. Dangerous funnel where they could lose a lot of lives here, Dragons. Good pick from Panther. 2 picks from Dragons. Will they be able to break this seal? Yes, they will if they get the trade. Great opportunity for them to get at least 30 seconds now. This is... They still spawn out though, so it's going to be tricky to hold this heel. Trying to get those 30 seconds. Great from Grims. Is he going to challenge just for that rotation? Yes. But as you can see, we have Eddie doing that rotation, trying to get that spawn. And unfortunately, Dragons has 2 players across the map, so the spawns will most likely flip. But that pick from Panther is probably the most important gunfight that we've had in this game so far. Hunter getting that time, going to challenge. Great pick from Hunter. And we find ourselves in a good position with Dragons getting crucial time. And Lunar Odyssey flipping those spawns, committing the whole team to rotate around the side. And I'm sure that they enjoyed that. And an easy 3-4 piece for Lunar Odyssey. Losing lives, Dragons, but good pick from Hunter. Will he be able to get 2? Yes, he gets 2. Will he be able to get 3? Come on, for good measure. Oh, unfortunately losing his life to Snappy. If Dragons get some time, what are you thinking here? I think the players are thinking right now that it's either commit to the time, wreak havoc, but at the same time commit to that rotation. No one is committing to that rotation, except for Hunter, yes. As expected. Tight game. This is once again going to come down to the wire. I just know Lunar Odyssey, they're not going to give up. Eddie leading his team from the front. Ribs, once again, being a play in the background with high kills, knowing that he can make a difference, but Eddie and Ribs will work together to make this impact. Unfortunately, losing their lives. Dragons have stacked the yield, committing, showing their commitment, knowing that we can get time. We can tie up the game, or at least the mental game for now. Lunar Odyssey breaking the hill, but there is 15 seconds to go. This isn't the end of the world for Dragons. Knowing Vanity's probably telling Panther, Grims, Hunter, rotate, rotate. There's 10 seconds to go. We can get this. And Vanity just getting off the scraps. Panther getting that new setup. If they can get the setup right, they've got the opportunity to do wonderful things here. That's a great setup from Dragons. Oh, losing lives. Great picks from Snappy, Clarky, Eddie, all getting valuable picks in the mid there. But the question is, will Lunar Odyssey have the power to push through to get those P2 spawns? Because in Dragon's position, all they can do is give up this time, set up for P2, and Bob is your uncle and your father. So 39 seconds to go. They will be able to break it. And they will be able to do something. We have a good setup here from Grims. We have a vital setup from Panther, which didn't do much. We have Vanity trying to hold something, and it seems that Lunar Odyssey has indeed flipped the spawns. But Vanity getting 2 crucial picks. And the important part is, yes, you need the spawns, but at the same time you need the time on the hill. Well, unfortunately Vanity loses his life, but Dragons do get the spawns. And will they be able to get good time on this hill? They need help. Hunter can't do it by himself. Gets 1, almost gets 2. Fights until the end. And Panther disconnecting for some reason. Will this hinder Dragon's gameplay? Will this allow Lunar Odyssey to come back in the series for a 2-2? Will that happen? When a game that would have gone Dragon's way for 3-1, Lunar Odyssey could find themselves back in the game, back in the series with a 2-2 instead of a loss with a 3-1. Will Panther be able to get back in this game? Knowing the rules of this game, they cannot forfeit the game, the team cannot give up anything, so it's purely up to the players in the game now, because most of the game has passed by. Will Vanity be able to do something? Is he going to be able to? Oh, unfortunate with that reload, and unfortunate with that death. Luna being able to wrap up the game now. But it looks like, once again, when you got a 4v4 and you have that man extra, you just outnumbered significantly. And by the looks of it, it's really tough. Vanity with an important pick. Will he be able to? Oh, unfortunately not. And by the looks of it, Lunar Odyssey will take this game by an unfortunate disconnect by Panther. And it will be taken to a game 5, where we thought it would have been an easy 3-1 for the Dragons. So once again, that lucky break that Dragons somehow got in the first game and the second game, Lunar Odyssey has returned now and said, yeah, we'll take game 3, we'll take game 4 in good fashion, and we'll take you to a game 5. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. This game's yet to wrap up, but it will. Frustrating for Dragons, but these things happen, and if teams aren't willing to adjust, that is what it is. So good game from Lunar Odyssey. From all that bad luck that they had in the first 2 games, I'm sure that they deserve this sort of luck. It's an unfortunate luck in that situation, but Dragons unfortunately just found themselves in a situation where they couldn't get out of it, and it will be taken to a game 5. So stay tuned, folks. It's going to be interesting, and these 2 teams going down to the wire, it's what they do. So game 5 coming soon.
What is happening? Oh, why are you guys still busy? Yeah, Panther called me, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we're ready. More word, guys.
Yeah, just hang on. Just put Grim just back up quickly. I want to see if Toasty loads in here since he managed to join.
My outfit like a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are back with Dragons Gaming versus Lunar Odyssey, Game 5, S&D at Moscow. We've had some connection issues. Dragons Gaming finding themselves with a man down in the previous game. Unfortunately, it is the situation that they found themselves in, but the game was currently at 200 and 200, which according to the rules they have to finish. And therefore, knowing this game, knowing that it's 4v4, the moment you lose a man down, it is quite tough to come back. So the position that they are in now, it's all about an uphill battle. It is a 2-2 game. Dragons Gaming was leading 2-0 in the beginning of the series, and Lunar Odyssey has come back. Can they complete the reverse sweep? That's the question. But knowing how exciting these games have been, this is going to be quite the corker. So we're going to see Snappy here getting that angle. Is he going to manage to do it? Toasty getting the rotation. Dragons identifying that Lunar Odyssey probably on A. As we see Ribs trying to rotate back. I think Lunar Odyssey's read this a bit wrong, thinking that they're on A. If Panther, yes, Panther getting the quick plant, Vanity getting that angle. Now they know that they're rotating. Yep, Vanity, Dragons know now that they're coming down from A side. Can Dragons keep them away and keep them off this bomb site? I must remind you that the previous S&D went for game 11 and it came down to Panther killing Eddie with a pistol from about 10 meters away. An outstanding shot. 2v2. Good game so far. We've got Vanity, we've got Hunter and Toasty versus Eddie and Snappy. Eddie getting Hunter and they're busy defusing. We'll be able to identify that. And they have lost it. Good fight from Lunar Odyssey. I expected a bit more from Dragons, seeing as they had that unexpected rotation that Luna did not read early enough. But that's the way the game goes. It's all about setting up for that defense once the bomb goes down. It's going to be a long series, a long game. And it's only going to get more interesting as time goes on. As we stated earlier, Vanity and Panther, great partnership. The Sim to the Abizi, just the AR version. And we've got Hunter and Toasty, good exciting players. But at the same time, we have the S&D master Eddie, and we have Ribs, which is also a great S&D player. So the teams are stacked with experience and excitement, and we'll have to see what they do. It looks like an A push for Luna. Good pick from Eddie. Vanity getting Clarky, but it's still a 2v2. Anything can happen at this stage. The bomb is down. Hunter has identified that. Vanity just keeping an eye on it. Knowing him, he's probably gonna stay right there, protect anyone coming for it. And they're both coming from Eskies. That gives a call out to Hunter. Hunter gets that trade at least. Good stuff from Dragons. And will they be able to finish it? Yes, they will. Good win from Dragons. That brings the game to a 1-all matchup. Hunter has the bomb. We understand now that Panther's having a bit of a connection issue. He might be experiencing some lag. Good pick from Clarky. That's a 2-piece. Oh, Vanity picks him off before he gets that. Vanity just playing his life. Panther looking at mid, going around to help. So Dragons are committing to the A sites. Hunter's just playing his life. Good pick from Hunter. Yeah, he knows that. Does he have to go for this fight? He's got the heady. He's got 2-piece. That's a great 2-piece from Hunter. 5 for 1. Will he be able to get this final one? He's got the angle. He's pushing. Great pick off by Dragons. That was a great round by Hunter. Playing that role, that important role, getting the 2-piece. Really stepping up. First one, second one. This was a great game. Didn't need to chow, but at the same time, he had the heady. He was on top, he had the higher ground, and we all know what happened to Anakin Skywalker. Eddie once again carrying the team, 4 for 2. Snappy coming along. Ribs not going to his full potential on 0-3. He can do better, he knows it, but we know that S&D, very the situation that you're in, and the way you think, patience that you have, it determines a lot. So anything can happen. We have the first pick, Toasty getting Snappy. Panther knowing that there's 2 guys there, will he push? Is it necessary to push? We have a rotation by Clarky with the bomb. He's going A side by the looks of it. Ribs just trying to identify who's there, giving call outs to Eddie, to Clarky. And when will Toasty realize that the push is to A? I guess out of safety, he's just holding it. We've got 2 guys. Vanity going down. Surely now Toasty knows that he has to rotate. Is he going to rotate? Is he going to be able to help Panther? I don't think so. Given the AR, Toasty just a bit slow on that rotation. No call outs. Maybe a bit of a communication error. Ribs watching Eski. Toasty has an opportunity here if he plays his cards right. He did not see him. He didn't see him. Nice, sees him. He's gonna get it. Oh, he just missed all his shots. Unfortunate. Two-all. Once again, like I said, tight game. Important game for Dragons. The loser of this will drop down to the losers final, which will be played later tonight. The winner will proceed to the semi-final tomorrow and possibly the final later tomorrow. Clock into rotation. Panther, can he get it? No, he cannot. Hunter Got the bomb down. Good surprise by Dragons. But can they hold this off? Do they have the patience? Good pick from Hunter. We've got Toasty rotation. Clarky's the only one left. 3v1. Good position for Dragons. We'll be able to get one. That's one. Good pick from Clarky, but they know where he is now. He's only got 17 seconds. Not much to do, knowing there's 2 people to pick off before getting to the bomb. It is impossible at this stage. Good pick, and Dragons takes that. It's a 3-2, still a tight game. Anything can happen. Knowing Luna, they'll come back. And it's all about those gunfights. Good TP from Hunter. Can Dragons get another one? If they do get another one, that's a massive mental boost, especially in S&D. It looks like it's an A push for Luna. Will Vanity be able to communicate that with his teammates? Identify the threat early. Vanity just identifying that. 3v4. Will Panther be able to pick off Snappy here in mid? Will he be able to identify him? Vanity, the only man left. Knowing this is an A push, how will they play it? And Vanity goes down. It is a 2v4, sorry. Toasty and Panther making the most of what they can, and unfortunately they go down. Luna Odyssey taking a good round with 4 lives. 1 dropping, Toasty. But knowing them, they've got the bomb down. This will be their round. Great game from Eddie with a 6-3, Clarky with a 4-5, 7-3 for Eddie. Really pulling up his socks this game. Really carrying that team, leading that team. Make an example, and we are back to a tie of 3-all. It has been a tie of 1-1, 2-2, 3-3. It has been quite intense, so it can only get better. 6 rounds to go, possible 6 rounds to go, and I can't pinpoint which team would be the one that's probably going to come out with the success, but knowing Dragons, they got experience. Knowing Luna, they've got that excitement, they've got that rush to them. Great pick from Ribs, but Vanity getting a nice trade there. Vanity taking the bomb, taking initiative. So we've got 2 people, Toasty, and we've got Panther. Will Panther be able to get it? Yes, he will. Gets the bomb, 1v1, Panther versus Clarky. Clarky just playing his life. So the decision here is Panther, would he go A, would he go B? And it looks like he's going to choose B. He's the closest to B at the moment, but at the same time, that's where Clarky is. That's the power of Codcaster. We can see them, but they can't see the other people. And look at that, Clarky picks off Panther with an unfortunate entrance, and that makes Luna Odyssey go 4-3 from a down of 3. Eddie getting great picks here. Once again, we've spoken about Eddie quite a lot. He's an S&D master by the looks of it. Set an example. Can he continue to do that? If Luna can manage to get this one, that puts a 5-3, and that we all know is a mental boost for them. Vanity got a power position here. 2 men down for Luna. Looks like a favorable position to be in for for Dragons. What are they going to do? We've got a rotation here by Ribs. At the same time, Snappy just identifying, I think he peeked too. He didn't notice. What are they going to do? Bombs down. Vanity's there. Hunter's watching across. Toasty watching Eskies. And they're going to come out those Eskies firing. Now they all know. Now they'll go for the trades. Will they be able to get it? Yes, they will. Great win for Dragons. Back to 4-4 once again, ladies and gentlemen. It's gone 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, and now 4-4. This game is as exciting as can be, and it's going to come down to the wire, and it's all about experience, all about that patience. Who's got that lucky break? Who's got that angle? Who's going to spot the one guy running across the map? Hunter leading with the 9-4. Eddie leading with the 9-5. We've got a great game in our hands here. And it's all going to come down to the wire. So whoever gets this, we know it's got a 5. There's one more game to go after that. They can definitely win. You've got to play their mental game. He's going to be the first pick for Clark. He will be able to. Vanity helping him out there. 2 guys down for Dragons. Will Vanity be able to do something here? Pick off 1, pick off 2, be able to do something. And unfortunately runs into 2 people. And it looks like Dragons will feel this one. So Luna going up 5-4. Comes down to the wire. We said this before. Dragons has done it before. They need to come back. If there's a time to come back, it's now. And the question is Luna going to allow this comeback? Or are they going to put it to bed once and for all? They could be in the semi-finals tomorrow, or they could be playing later tonight for the losers final. The fate is up to them. What will Dragons do different? They are committing to one site. By the looks of it, we have Panther running mid. The rest of the team committing to A. But at the same time, Luna is committing to B. Okay, they've stopped at mid. Will Panther be able to put it? He will. That's 1. That's nearly 2. He's given the call out that they're rotating to B. That means that Toasi's rotating. That means that Hunter's also rotating. Is it going to be enough? It is a 2v3 for Dragons. Once again, Dragons man down. Are they going to do something? Are they going to rotate together? Are they going to do this? If they are going to do this, they're going to have to work together. But it's a tight situation to be in. Clarky ready. Getting those angles. Nearly taking the last bullet there. Hunter picking off 1. That's a great pick off by Hunter. He just has to stay alive. It's a 1v2 now with Hunter v Eddie and Ribs, the 2 strongest S&D players. And unfortunately, actually not unfortunately, a well done to Luna Odyssey. They have done a great series here. They have completed the reverse sweep. They were down 2-0 and managed to come back 3-2. And it is just wonderful to see a team that has been 2-0 down to just lift their heads and commit and overcome everything. A great S&D team. Eddie carrying, leading by example. Ribs doing the same. Unfortunately, the previous game, Panther lagging out when they were about 30 points ahead really hindered their opportunity to seal the deal with a 3-1 victory over the series. But all kudos to Luna. They deserve it. They've come back. They've kept their head high, and you can't complain with a comeback, because at the end of the day, they had to come back. They had to make that difference. So a great game by Luna. Thank you to Dragons. Luna will continue now to the semi-finals tomorrow, and Dragons will be in the losers final later this evening. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'm sure there's a lot more action to come tonight and at the same time tomorrow when the games get tough and the lives decrease. Thank you for tuning in, and see you later.